Welcome to Comics on a Pyre, a channel to have a meaningful conversation over movies, life, books, and shows, and maybe just a spot to spend time BSing over comics. If you like your entertainment with a bit of substance, then you, my vagabond friend, have come to the right tavern. Tether your horse by the post and come right on in and warm yourself by the fire. Tap that subscribe button, and for the next few minutes, my fellow George Carlin reprobate, lend me your ear. With the unbelievable success of 2019's Joker movie, I was made to ask myself, why is the Joker such an iconic character? One that draws, nay, demands our attention. I mean, he's a bad guy for Christ's sake. We are not supposed to like him this much. He is Batman's arch villain, his sworn enemy. But yet, his intake on opening weekend makes me surmise otherwise. In this movie's opening weekend, he alone, all by himself, nearly hit $100 million. This is an astounding feat when considering Justice League's movie opening weekend intake, which the Joker nearly tied by himself. And Justice League had a slew of famous characters as well as famous actors playing those parts. So the ticket sales could not have been because of star power, because Justice League clearly wins in that department simply by the numbers. And since the mass of fans had not seen the movie before its opening debut, we cannot say it was because Justice League's story sucked and the Joker was simply better. Well, maybe it was due to both of the movie's marketing campaign. Oh well, I guess we'll never know for sure. But I do have a theory. In this modern age we live in, fans are now more sophisticated. Maybe I'm stretching the word sophisticated. Maybe the word that I'm looking for is more cynical. We like our heroes to be more cynical. Or maybe the true reason is that deep down inside of all of us, we truly just really want to break bad and unleash the inner demons. And the Joker acts as a vicarious, harmless way for all of us to do so. You see, the Joker, he's an outlier when compared to other villains. Most bad guys have a basic need that we all can understand. Needs like greed or vengeance. Some want to conquer worlds. Others want power and influence. But the Joker, he's a nihilist. By definition, a person who believes that life is meaningless and rejects all religion and moral principles. It can be a pessimist point of view and has a tendency to steer towards the destructive behavior, hence the Joker's actions. He doesn't want to abide by the rules of law, good or bad. He wants to live his life on his own terms, painting the mural of his life with the brushes and the colors of his own choosing, no matter how macabre the portrait would turn out in the end. At least at a minimum, if we don't relate to his violent side, we all envy his freedom to some degree. How many of us are wasting away, losing minutes of our life in traffic going back and forth to work, in the daily grind and what we call our lives? Too afraid to let go and do things we want to do because people will say something or because the laws prohibit it. You see, the Joker, he doesn't have these hang-ups. He's let go of society's rules and standards a long time ago, and I'm sure to him it felt liberating. He has lost everything and is truly free to do anything. Come to think of it, we all must look pretty sad and pathetic to him, particularly Batman, running around wasting his time trying to bring order to a world that scientists say was born out of chaos itself, believing he is doing something when in the end, we all just eventually do die. Well, there you go, viewer. What do you think? Are you yourself an nihilist? Do you wish you were a nihilist? And if either, why? In the meanwhile, visit my comic book YouTube channel, Comics on a Pyre, for other videos like this one. Tap on that bell icon before you go. And oh yes, until next time, as always, Keep reading, my friends.